Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another video of the F1 2020 Drive Career Mode with Red Bull. Today we're doing episode number 35 for the Spanish Grand Prix, I think it is. Season 3, Round 3 at Spain, or Pain, depending on what you want to call it, because it is painful track coming into this episode. Yes, but obviously, looking at the performance graph, there's not a lot that people have done. Obviously, a short amount of time between the Netherlands and Spain, so really nobody really bringing in any major upgrades. So going into qualifying, well, we know where we're going to be, outside the top 10, but it depends what's the inside the top 10 really doing, and we're struggling as usual. I'm thinking for season 4 this track has to go from the calendar, because I've tried a couple of different setups. It just doesn't work. It doesn't suit my style of driving. I'm one of these drivers where if a track doesn't suit me, then I'm slow. Also, I want to have a quick mention. We've managed to get the channel to 240 subscribers over the weekend. So yes, a huge thank you to all those who subscribed. We're still aiming though for 250, so only 10 away. So if you haven't yet subscribed, then please do. So it's the big red button under the video, massively helps me out. But yes, let's talk about this lap through that corner into the third section. This is where I'm going to make all the time on the previous lap. We were like half a tenth up going through it into the third sector, but now we're 1.5 tenths up. As we're going to go into this section, I'm not entirely sure about that section. I still can't really get that right. We're almost 3 tenths up there, but we've lost a bit of time coming out of the chicane, and it's only actually 2.5 tenths up on our previous time. Nowhere near the top 10, and it's only 16th place, and our teammates on pole. Yeah, we've got a couple of races coming up as well, because it's not just here. We've got Monaco, and then we got 3 on the bounce where it should be good for us. Lot to think about. 16th on the grid. Time for the race.
The Spanish Grand Prix has been a permanent fixture on the Formula One calendar for over 30 years now, and for good reason. Do you remember Michael Schumacher's absolute dominance here in that rain-soaked Grand Prix in 1996? That day he took his first ever victory for Ferrari, and we've had many more iconic moments since. The Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya then, a high-speed 2.89-mile circuit which demands an efficient downforce package and bravery on the part of the driver, especially through the blind right of turn 9, which we might just see taken flat this weekend. And with me as usual is Anthony Davidson. Now, can I talk to you about Sebastian Vettel? That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
There are never any guarantees in this business, but certainly the performance last time out would have boosted their confidence coming into this one.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Alexander Albon will lead us away from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Bottas, Ocon, Charles Leclerc and Sainz, Norris, Ricciardo, Gasly and Kevin Magnussen, Vettel, Verstappen, George Russell and Perez, Stroll and a Red Bull, Nick de Vries and Antonio Giovinazzi, Fiat and Nicholas Latifi. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
I think we can. As I say, my qualifying has been poor on this game. It's been woeful at times. We're definitely a lot better in the race, so it's not the first time we've had a situation like this. As 5 lights come on for the Spanish Grand Prix, lights out and away we go. And it's a good start. We're ahead of the racing point of Stroll. We're going to get Perez as well. Those two have not been separated. We're just having a look around the outside of Hamilton. We go take a little bit of avoiding action there. We haven't really got the brakes, not really calibrated there, but it's a good. We slot in, sort of going off the circuit now, as we're looking now to get ahead of the Renault. That I believe that is Daniel Ricciardo. Ocon's had a better start. I wonder if there we go down. That's 2 cars and Norris as well. and up, almost getting the AlphaTauri Gasly. Yeah, so with Norris and Ricciardo down to 9th and 10th, we're having a great start. So we now dive it down the inside. We all have to take avoiding action to not go into the smack into the back of Leclerc. Here's a replay on board just to show how close it really was. Yeah, any closer and we would have been out. As we're looking behind us now, Norris, I'm not sure what really happened to him. He's not had a great season for Norris, and he's now fallen behind Daniel Ricciardo. Vettel as well, who's also had a poor qualifying, and he's now down there. So we're now on the back of Ocon and Leclerc. So interesting to see if we can get past these two, especially the Ferrari. The fact we're ahead of one Ferrari already, and considering the fact Ferrari were very strong in the last race. Obviously this was recorded before today's patch came out, as Leclerc annoyingly comes in a little bit too early for us. We're going to be taking these tyres to lap 8, not lap 7 as suggested. I want to go to lap 8, which leaves us out in front really. I'm not entirely sure if this overcut will work, but we've got to try something a little bit different just to see if we can get ahead of Ocon and Leclerc, because they were slowing us up so much. We're just in a DRS train, not really making enough progress here. We got a little bit of a lead. We got that traffic. Interestingly, Albon has lost it off the lead, so he's down to what will be 3rd place when he comes out, as he's going to come out ahead of us now. 2.5 second stop, by the way, which is not bad on this game. There goes Sainz, and Leclerc's jumped Ocon, and Ocon is just going to come out just in front of us, which is so annoying that he has actually done that, as Ricciardo now makes the move on Pierre Gasly, as Norris is nowhere to be seen. And we're looking now at the front two chasing each other. It's Hamilton from Bottas, nothing really there interesting at the front, as we move to the penultimate laps of this race, and we really could not stick with Ocon. He had some blistering pace on the mediums, and potentially showing why we went a bit longer on the softs, because we were a lot closer to Leclerc and Ocon, comfortably inside the 1 second window. We're looking to, given a couple more laps, we were winding Leclerc up for a move until he came into the pits. I think that's probably why. But yeah, it's a bit painful really around Spain as usual. I mean, they do say it is Spain without the S's does make pain. So Ricciardo now is closing in on us. Can the Australian get us? Or is he going to be too far back? He's going to be too far back. The engine upgrades as well on this car aren't that great. Honda haven't really done that good with this car. I think this car is the slowest in a straight line. But we don't know, because we locked out since episode 2. We come across the line for what is annoyingly P7, which could have been a lot better. We do get driver of the day, making up 9 positions, but at the same time, if we improve on the qualifying, then I definitely think that in the race we can have a good race against competitive AI. But the pace really didn't happen to me. You can shows that we were 9/10 slower on our fastest lap compared to Alex Albon, although he went last places. George Russell, by the way, retired with some engine difficulty. And we stay in P9 as well, so we need a good race at Monaco, really. Next time out, which should be coming tomorrow. There is a video coming Wednesday, by the way, but it's not that great, to be honest, because of you'll see on Wednesday, because the assist really hindered me in the Project Cars 2 driving around Portimao. So anyway, back to the video, and in terms of the constructors, we've now dropped to 3rd. Not that I really care anyway, because we're leaving Red Bull as soon as after Austria.
The fans really seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy. You gained a lot of positions during the race.
Well, dive bombing everybody down at turn 1 was really the nimbly and lightness breezing past them.
Up on the podium today. This is a great thing for the team, isn't it?
We're leaving the team. I don't care. No comment.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks for wasting mine as usual. In terms of the claim, we remain on level 12. Been on level 12 for a while. We need a victory or a podium, I think, and that'll take us up to level 13. I'm hoping we can get that a little bit more as we come up to that. But yeah, we've had 3 different winners in 3 different races, so Hamilton does lead, and he hasn't yet. He's actually yet to win a race, so that's definitely intriguing there. We need to improve our qualifying form, and hopefully we can do that with a switch to Renault, and we can focus on getting the qualifying form correct as well as the car to my suiting. But yes, if you have enjoyed this video, then leave a like, subscribe to the channel for you to see more episodes of the F1 2020 Driver Career Mode. Until the next video, I'll see you next time. Take care. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy today, and bye.